ジェイルボイドゲームズのジェイルです。バルダーズゲート3の続きを遊んでいきます。前回、カーサス年代記を読んだゲールに、エルミンスターを使者に立てて、ミストラが会いに来いというので、行ってみたいと思います。古代インの円環、バジリスクのネファストトラベル。ストームショア礼拝堂。
It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
I'm sure you'll understand if I remain unbowed.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Go on then, Gale. We'll be here waiting for you when you're finished.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
準備はできているはずだ、ゲイル。
Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
彼女に何を言うつもりだ?
During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
手の内を明かすな。ただどんな話があるのかを聞くんだ。
You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mistress show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, And yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
Great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
The Karsite Weave. I had no idea. Do you realize what this means? The orb is no stray piece of ordinary magic. It is something entirely different. The nascent form of a new divine power. Of course, I couldn't control it. I was mortal. But once I reforge the crown, the power of a god will be mine to command. The orb will answer to me.
納得がいかない。冠は単純な異物だと思っていたが、カーサスのイーブは邪悪な感じがする。
Evil is a reductive term, too often used to dismiss choices the observer lacks the imagination to understand. Let me assure you, Karsite Weave has no more inherent evil to it than a child in the womb, or an axe half forged on the blacksmith's anvil. It is a tool, ready to be shaped by its wielder, by me. And you know me to be someone of reasonably sound moral judgment, don't you?
それは、もちろん。
Gods, it's refreshing to share the company of someone who sees things the same way I do. All we need to do is stay focused on the task at hand, defeating that Elder Brain. After that, you can leave the rest to me.
まあ、目の前にそんな大きな力が手に入る状況があったら、誰でもそうなるよね。野営地に行きます。
Ally mine, we are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
こちらこそ、奴の自業自得だ。
He did, and it came. Now, my friend, bask in your victory. I will do the same. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
一旦ここでデイム・エイリンたちとはお別れです。
You've a moment for me? I was hoping to speak to you. I confess, my thoughts have been somewhat scattered since my audience with Mistra. The Karsite weave could offer more than just power. It could bestow divinity. If I only trust myself to wield it. The power to change the world, it may be within our reach. You must have an opinion, surely.
それほど大きな力は絶対に危険だ。恐れるべきです。
But I cannot. You would not be able to either if you knew what I knew. Please. Allow me to show you. Just close your eyes a moment.
目を閉じる。
Astra navigamus. Few mortals ever glimpse what you're about to see. But don't be alarmed. I'm here with you. Now, open your eyes. The outer planes. This is where gods dwell. They observe us from afar, where they make playthings of us. They will keep all of this from us. The power, the possibilities. They only want us to serve them, to pray to them, and ultimately to die for them. But what if we didn't need them? What if we wielded their power instead and helped ourselves in all the ways they refuse to? I could make that happen. I could make this illusion a reality. With you by my side.
昇格したいと言っているのか？神聖を手に入れたい？
No, not like that. I don't want to join them, I want to better them. A god's powers paired with a mortal conscience, a mortal heart. The tadpoles, the orb, these threats to our existence, the gods could aid us if they wished, but instead they cower behind Io. So let us act ourselves. With the power of the crown, any foe would be rendered impotent, any obstacle would be dwarfed by our might. I used to believe Mistra's forgiveness was worth dying for. But I was wrong. You showed me just how much I have to live for. With you, I forget my goddess. I love you. Tell me you feel the same way. Tell me you want what I want. Please.
それでも、危険な感じがする。
No doubt it will be. Abominably so. As it's just about everything we do. But I know we're up to the task. What do you say?
「それだけ真摯にお願いされたら、答えてあげたくなりますが。ゲイル、私には無理です。忘れるのが一番いい。同じぐらいゲイルを愛しています。
What more is there to be said?
これで、うちらの仲が壊れても仕方がないと思ってる。何もない。戻してくれ。
As you wish. Take a moment to soak in the view. I doubt you'll be privy to it again.
失望させてごめん。でもカーサスの冠は人を狂わすと思う。 皆の意見も聞いておこうか。
So, Gale's hedging his bets with Mystra? I can't say I blame him. Who'd want to hold a power like the crown of Karsus in their hands just to hand it to someone else? I know what my decision would be, but we're all different, of course.
Wow. So that was Mystra. Pretty spectacular stuff. But I think Gale was right not to agree to do her bidding, no questions asked. I respect the gods, but they don't always understand what they're asking of us. Maybe immortality makes it hard to know what it's like to be one of us piggies. Proud of Gale, though. It takes some man to hold his own in front of the divine.
I do not trust Mystra to do right with the crown, but I think I trust Gale even less. He must give it to her when the time comes, or his lust for power might well consume him.
Mystra has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
Far from me to judge Gale for playing coy with Mystra, but I will not be cleaning up whatever mess she makes of him for it.
This crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for Mystra. But I would sooner trust it with a god than with Gale.
シャドハさんがゲイルの呪いを解きます。
What to do?
ラマジスの塔でサーキオン写本を読んだゲイルは、デバフを受けましたが、サーイの資料術を持っているジェイルは、果たしてこの本の先を読み進められるかな。
The book radiates power, but the words you read in the codex echo in your mind, guiding your eyes safely across the page. The once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar, promising unholy power to those who can take it.
これはいけそうですね。読み進めて本の力を奪う。判断力。成功。
As you pass the strange glyphs, you can feel the book resisting. Ghostly voices whisper at you from the dark, probing and fighting your mind. But your will is iron, and you brush past these shades of the past, devouring every secret the book has to offer. You see now life and death are malleable as clay, to be bent and reshaped by your will, by your power. But as you close the book, a nagging doubt whispers in your mind. What consequences will there be for calling the dead from their rest?
忍ぶ塔を習得しました。
My love, I hope you enjoyed our voyage through the cosmos. I was hoping you might have a moment to talk about it.
昨日はなんかゲイルとは微妙な感じで終わってしまったからね。
I hope you don't think less of me. Great ambition should not come at the expense of what you already hold dear. I see that now.
ゲイルは話を聞いてくれて、懸念についても理解してくれた。軽んじるはずがないだろう。
What divine calculus plucked each of us from the ether and thrust us together? I don't deserve you, truly. But I will do my utmost to earn the right. Was there anything else you wish to discuss?
マジかー。やっぱりゲイルはええやつやわ。話せばわかるタイプやん。これからもよろしくね。野営地を出る。古代院の沿岸、バジリスク門に戻ってきました。バジリスク門の閉鎖。鋼の衛兵のメンテナンス。大公爵の口？エドワードと違って、心あるジャーナリストもいるわけね。
How many times do I need to say it? You sent words about a lead, said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just... Forgive me, why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any idea what I've been through these past few days?
ここで何が起きてる？
My daughter Vanra, my little girl, she's missing. This stupid, useless fist said she had a lead, but she must have been stuck in Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me. You said... she was...
なんだか調子が悪そうですね。
taken from a tavern?
Yes. The blushing mermaid down by the docks I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
私も聞こう。何があったか教えてください。
Excuse me, citizen, but if this is a criminal matter, it's my business, not yours. Now, madam, if you'll just tell me why you're here, I'll take down the details.
What's happening? I feel like I'm going mad.
この役立たずのことは忘れろ。私に知っていることをすべて話してください。
Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old and has red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks.
これはまた事件ですな。それも誘拐事件です。その時、誰かと一緒にいましたか？
No, unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. But they'd be no help. They barely remember their own names. I was sober though. I swear. I stop in the maid for a drink sometimes. But it was only a quick one.
酒場ならきっと目撃者がいるはずです。
Of course. The front of house, Bosun Gannet was there, and the owner of the Blushing Mermaids, Captain Grizzly. Neither lifted a finger to help me look. It was awful.
そんなことある？とにかくハニカム人予定へ行ってみましょう。
Thank you. I'll head home. Can't stand being around these idiots any longer. Come find me the moment you hear anything.
ここのフレーミングフィストは普通じゃないよね。
Commander Portier, acting marshal of the Fist. If you have a crime to report, please wait outside. We're currently at capacity.
この資料をちょっと失礼。 市民からの苦情記録。大したことは起こってないな。
Your tools were stolen, right? No, you were mugged. Wait, I'm mixing you up with another citizen. I'm terribly sorry. I'll get back to you.
この人も記憶が曖昧になってるっぽい。あ、デベラやん。
Ah, I was hoping I hadn't missed you. The patriarchs are safe, but it took longer to calm them down than I was hoping. Tell me, how did your investigations into the Barlish Tribunal go?
ごめん、忘れてた。どこに行くはずだったか、思い出させてくれるか？
There's a place called Candle Hallow's Tombstones that I've seen cropping up in the reports. Seems to be where the murderers are sent once they've completed their kills.
キャンダルハロー墓石店、どこにあるかわかります？
It's not a place I'd ever heard of, if I'm honest. But rumor has it, there were some hidden cellars somewhere near the elf song. If I had to look anywhere, I'd look there.
本当にごめん。やること多くて忘れてた。とにかく今は子供ちゃんの誘拐事件を追います。子供といえば、一番に思いつくのが、ハグなんだよなぁ。ハニカム人予定に行く前に少し気になる家があるので、そっちに行ってみますか。古代院の沿岸、キープサイドストランドへファストトラベル。ハグの被害者たちへの参加。会場。手先の早技。成功。退去通知。ここにはもういないってことか。ハグの研究メモ。ハグの倒し方。メイリーナ？彼女がバルダーズゲートに来てるのか。かろうじて読める手紙。ギャローじいさんの土地。OK。しかし、バンラがハグにさらわれた証拠は何一つない。ハグの仕業か、そうでないかは、ハニカム人予定へ行ってみないとわからんな。
Oh, that was a bad idea.
Dare puke on your uniform.
You're going on a date? Are you joking? The city is a hair's breadth from violence, and we're shipping off at first light.
So? I'll be back by then.
Mate, you'd be late to your own funeral. Look, skip the date, and I'll take you out the next time we port, all right?
Her eyes shine with concern and love, that of more than a friend.
少しぐらい危険があってもいい。デートに行って楽しんできたら？おせっかいの何者でもないけどな。
See? The dashing stranger agrees with me. And if that isn't a sign, I don't know what is.
But it's not safe.
Give over. We're done talking about this. Yeah.
Not too down market of an establishment for you, I hope, Gale.
Not at all. Why?
No pissing or shitting. If you break it, you pay for it. Any fighting and Captain Grizzly will shank you. Got it?
わかった。そんなこと言われんでもやらんわ。
Good. Welcome to the Blushing Mermaid. If you're here to complain that the booze tastes like piss, I know. Anything else?
行方不明のバンラというこのことできた。
Gods above. Not again. You pull a knife on me like the last one and you're getting a boot, you hear?
あんたのような男がナイフぐらいで怖がるとは意外だ。
I've killed people with a splinter, mate. Of course I'm wary of a blade. Laura was her name. Started tearing the place apart, screaming about some kid. Bloody disturbing it was. Captain Grizzly had to clock her in the end. Threw her out on her arse. Good riddance.
And less than that. Shove off.
Can't a captain be bloody hungover in peace? Oh. Why, hello there. Captain Grizzly at your service. What can I do for a long drink of water like yourself?
行方不明のバンラというこの件できた。
Oh, not this claptrap again. Listen, Laura was here, all right? Knocking back pints like there's no tomorrow. But she was alone. I saw head nor ass of this so-called kid, and when we tried to kick her out, she pulled a knife on my front man. Bet she didn't tell you that bit, huh?
嘘じゃない証拠は？
I run a bar. What use would I have with some little one running around, crying and shitting? Look, I know Laura from my pirating days. She ran with Bart Blackdagger's crew. Heard they tossed her overboard when she gutted the bosun over a game of cards. Now, I'd no beef with her before this. All are welcome in the maid. But threatening my staff, claiming we took her kid, she's bonkers. Dangerous. Next time she pulls a knife on me and mine, someone might die. Something has to be done.
子供が行方不明だ。とにかく真相が知りたい。
Gods! Do I have to spell it out for you? There is no child. Laura is mad as a box of frogs. She's dangerous. And I couldn't call myself a captain if I stood by and did nothing. I hate that it's come to this, but I'll pay a hoard of gold to whoever scuppers her. Permanently.
いや、やらない。汚れ仕事は断る。
Oh, you're no fun. I wanted you to stain your soul with the blood of an innocent mother.
Oh, well, guess I'll just decorate the room with your insides. They'll match my new carpet beautifully.
Ara. やっぱりおばはんやん。
Hello, Petal. Miss me?
すでに一度見逃してやったやん。もう邪魔をしないでよ。
You made a mockery of me, you little shit. Besting me in my own home. Did you think I would simply walk away? Marina ran off with the child I was promised because of you. So I had to find myself a new one. And little Vanra was so very tasty.
彼女のお腹を見る。
I'm already showing. Doesn't it suit me so well? Vanra sits in my belly, growing fat with power. In time, I'll vomit her up and have myself a fresh young hag to train. Unfortunately, that leaves me in a pickle. For while I'd love to rip your guts out, I shouldn't. Exertion is bad for the baby, you know. So, walk away. Walk away and let me a fine hag make.
断る。すぐに子供を渡せ。
What? You'll kill me? Touch me, and the girl dies. And I'll simply return, stronger than ever. A woman in my condition should be relaxing in the bath, not dealing with this nonsense. I'll leave you to my crew, matey. And should you somehow survive, stay away, or Vanra will suffer.
おばはんは消えて、レッドキャップが相手か。だるいな。ジェイルの急所攻撃。ジェイルの暗闇のマント。ターンエンド。
Got to keep fighting.
シャドハさんの守りの非分岐。
Feel my mistress's wrath.
シャドハさんナイスー。ターンエンド。
I don't fancy their chances.
ゲイルの魔法の矢。ターンエンド。
Victory awaits.
ジャンプ。レイゼルさんの利き手攻撃。クリティカルヒット。
You bow or you break.
レイゼルさんの処刑人。クリティカルヒット。ターンエンド。 ジェイルの急所攻撃。
I need a little extra edge.
矢に火をつけました。
I need to find a way forward.
ターンエンド。
What fools these mortals be.
ゲイルの魔法の矢。ゲイルナイス。ターンエンド。
My faith will protect me. Heading there.
シャドハさんの炎の矢。ターンエンド。
Victory awaits.
レイゼルさんの利き手攻撃。ミスカー。レイゼルさんの利き手攻撃。レイゼルさんの利き手攻撃。レイゼルさんナイスー。ターンエンド。
Can't slow down.
ジェイルの急所攻撃。霊媒。
Ethel again. I was hoping she'd found some remote bog to rot in.
We manage.
子供の誘拐事件は、エセルおばさんが犯人だと分かりました。次回、エセルおばさんのお腹の中にいるバンラを助ける方法を探したいと思います。ご視聴ありがとうございました。